How to survive the first night without a bug-out location, a comprehensive guide. In an emergency or survival situation, having a pre-planned bug-out location is ideal. But what happens if you don't have one? Whether it's due to unforeseen circumstances like natural disasters, civil unrest, or simply being caught off guard without time to prepare, surviving the first night without a designated safe haven can be daunting. However, with the right mindset, skills, and tools, you can make it through safely and set yourself up for long-term resilience. This guide will walk you through everything you need to know about surviving your first night without a bug-out location, including shelter building, fire starting, water sourcing, food procurement, personal safety, and mental preparation. Let's dive in. 1. Assess your situation before taking action. Before doing anything else, take a moment to assess your surroundings and gather critical information. Weather conditions. Is it cold, rainy, windy, or mild? Weather plays a massive role in determining your priorities. Available resources. Look around for materials such as wood, leaves, rocks, and water sources. Identify potential hazards like wildlife, uneven terrain, or flooding risks. Distance from civilization. Are you near roads, towns, or other signs of human activity? Knowing this helps determine whether staying put or moving is safer. Your gear. Take stock of what you have on hand. Clothing, tools, matches, knives, and so on, and prioritize based on immediate needs. The key here is not to panic. Panic clouds judgment and wastes energy, both of which are crucial when trying to survive. Shelter building. Protect yourself from the elements. Shelter is often your top priority because exposure to harsh weather can lead to hypothermia, heat stroke, or dehydration within hours. Here's how to build effective shelters depending on your environment. Forested areas. Lean-to shelter. Use fallen branches or logs to create a frame against a tree trunk. Cover the frame with large leaves, bark, or pine needles to insulate against wind and rain. Debris hut. Pile dry leaves, grass, moss, or bark over a small stick framework to trap body heat. This type of shelter works well in colder climates. Tree wells. In snowy environments, dig under evergreen trees where snow doesn't accumulate as heavily. The branches provide natural insulation. In urban environments, seek out abandoned structures that offer walls and roofs. Avoid areas prone to collapse or filled with hazardous materials. If no buildings are available, use cardboard boxes, plastic tarps, or blankets to create makeshift coverings. Layer them for added warmth. In desert environments, utilize rocky overhangs or caves for shade during the day and warmth at night. Dig shallow trenches and cover them with brush or fabric to block the sun and retain heat. Pro tip: always choose elevated ground to avoid flooding and face the opening away from prevailing winds. Fire serves multiple purposes. It keeps you warm, deters predators, purifies water, cooks food, and boosts morale. Unfortunately, starting a fire without proper tools can be challenging. Follow these steps. Gather materials: tinder, dry grass, leaves, bark shavings, cotton balls, or even lint from your pockets. Kindling: small twigs and sticks no thicker than a pencil. Fuel wood: larger logs or branches for sustained burning. Choose a safe location. Clear debris from the area to prevent accidental spreading. Build a ring of stones to contain the flames. Keep water nearby to extinguish the fire if needed. If you don't have matches or a lighter, try these techniques. Striking a ferrocerium rod produces sparks hot enough to ignite tinder. Rubbing two pieces of wood together using methods like bow drills or hand drills can work, though it does require practice. Touching wires from a battery to steel wool will create sparks. And finally, you can focus sunlight onto tinder with a magnifying glass to start a flame. Important note: practice fire starting skills before an emergency so you're prepared. Dehydration can occur within 24 to 48 hours, making water a top priority. Here's how to find and purify water safely. Finding water is crucial for survival. Natural sources include streams, rivers, lakes, ponds, dew, and rainwater. Some plants, like bamboo, cacti, and certain vines, store water in their stems or leaves. You can also collect condensation by tying a plastic bag around leafy branches to gather evaporated moisture. Never drink untreated water unless absolutely necessary. It may contain harmful bacteria, viruses, or parasites. Try these purification methods. Boiling. Bring water to a rolling boil for at least 5 minutes. Filtering. Use portable filters, cloth layers, or sand and charcoal setups. Chemical treatment. Add iodine tablets, bleach drops, or chlorine dioxide to kill pathogens. UV light. Use solar disinfection by leaving clear bottles of water in direct sunlight for 6 hours. Survival hack. Carry a life straw or a similar filtration device in your everyday carry kit. Food procurement, short-term solutions. While food isn't as urgent as shelter, water, or fire, hunger can weaken you quickly. Focus on calorie-dense options that require minimal effort to obtain. Foraging. Learn edible plants native to your region. Common examples include dandelions, berries, nuts, and mushrooms. Avoid anything unfamiliar unless you're 100% certain it's safe. Hunting and fishing. Set simple snares or traps for small animals. Fish using improvised hooks made from thorns or safety pins, paired with string or vines. Insects are rich in protein and easy to catch. Roast ants, crickets, or grasshoppers before eating to remove bacteria. Caution. Never consume wild mushrooms or berries unless you're confident they're non-toxic. Personal safety. Staying alert and secure. Your first night without a bug-out location increases vulnerability to threats like wildlife, hostile humans, or environmental dangers. Stay vigilant. Wildlife deterrence is crucial. Maintain a clean campsite to avoid attracting animals. Hang food high in trees or bury it underground far from your sleeping area. Create noise periodically to scare off predators. When it comes to human threats, conceal your presence by avoiding open spaces and minimizing light and fire visibility. Trust your instincts. If someone approaches who seems suspicious, quietly relocate. For self-defense, carry basic tools like pepper spray, a sturdy knife, or a tactical flashlight. Improvise weapons like spears or clubs if needed. Mental preparation. Maintaining calm and focus. Survival isn't just physical, it's mental too. Fear and anxiety can sap your strength and cloud your decision-making. To stay mentally strong, stay positive. Remind yourself that you've overcome challenges before and can do it again. Break tasks into steps. Focus on accomplishing one task at a time rather than feeling overwhelmed. Practice mindfulness. Deep breathing exercises help calm nerves and conserve energy. Once you've survived the first night, shift focus to longer-term strategies. Signal for help. Use mirrors, smoke signals, or brightly colored clothing to attract rescuers. Establish a routine. Prioritize daily tasks like gathering water, maintaining fire, and improving shelter. Plan your next moves. Decide whether to stay put or move toward civilization based on resources and conditions. Final thoughts. Surviving the first night without a bug-out location requires quick thinking, adaptability, and resourcefulness. By focusing on essential needs like shelter, fire, water, and safety, you increase your chances of enduring until help arrives or you reach a better position. Remember, preparation is key. Even if you lack a designated bug-out location, equipping yourself with knowledge and skills ensures you're ready for whatever comes your way. What would you add to this guide? Share your thoughts below. We're all stronger when we learn from each other.